an exciting game.
What a game that we were at.
Insert clips.
Oh, I tell you what, that we've been to a few games over the past few years. Thanks, Tom. And
you're welcome.
let me tell you, we've been to some bangers.
We've been to
we've been to some really disappointing ones, but we've also been to some just
Really
insane roller coaster of emotions.
This was one of them.
Oh, listen, all you Ben haters, shut up.
100
Look, I'm one to say after this year, I want him to wrap it up. But, man, give the man some respect. Every weekend and week out, people are just like,
he's fighting.
Ben's done. Ben's washed up. Put in Mason or something. Like,
He
How
looked
about
good.
freaking, what's his name?
listen, I listened to Chris Broussard or whatever, dude. He said this morning. They go no OT. Ben would have cooled down. What do you like? Why do you think Ben's hot in the fourth quarter with a perfect passer rating, by the way?
Woo. Outplaying Lamar.
And then he's like, yeah, he would have cooled down in overtime. Like, what makes you say that? Why do you think that?
This ain't basketball, baby.
Yeah, especially with the Ravens' corners basically being dead. Like, why do you think Ben would just all of a sudden just cool down? Look, they said like the first half of the game, his stats weren't that great, and then like the last 6 drives, he had a perfect passer rate.
Yeah, he did. Our offense, hot. Defense.
I was gonna say the offense is there. They have the weapons. Like, I don't understand the past few weeks. I can't explain it.
Special teams. Hot.
Yeah, Chris Boswell, I know you shanked that extra point, dude, but like
That
you made a
happens.
53-yarder.
No, but the punt, that one was on the 1 yard line.
Hey,
and the kickoff was almost there too.
Yeah, that kickoff. Listen, that's not Boswell. It's unfortunate bounce, whatever.
Yeah.
But
What
the
the
punter,
Steelers do, though,
the
bro.
punter, who this game, I said, like, look, he ain't that good. But hey, that punt was one of the best punts I've seen, and we were at that corner of the end zone that we just seen. It was
amazing.
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the thing about the Steelers was because it happened 2 times, okay? They get something really exciting to happen, and then within 5 minutes, the other team has the momentum back.
Well, because here's the thing, though. When that punt happened, they got a touchdown. It was like a 99.5-yard drive.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Not great. And then we get that touchdown to take a 7-point lead, 2-point conversion.
And then you kick the ball out of bounds, which
And-
really wasn't his fault completely, but it was not great at the other hand.
I mean, he hasn't done that all year. Again, unfortunate bounce, but
Here's the thing. Everything looked good, right? The only thing that I want to complain about is the defense.
In what way?
They were containing Lamar a little bit. He still had good rushing yards, like his typical game.
the secondary,
Lamar.
the dudes are butt naked open.
Mark Andrews and their running back would be open almost every single play. They had dudes wide open.
They converted more 3rd and longs, I think, than they did 3rd and shorts.
And
I
this
kid you
is
not.
so this was all kind of first half that we're talking here.
No, this
No,
was
second
all
half
game.
too.
Most of the
That
game.
game went, or the tie-in drive,
Oh.
it was like 3rd and 14.
They
Third
cooled down a
quarter,
little
third
bit, like
quarter,
third
though.
quarter, and
and
then
Hollywood Brown was wide open, dude, on like 3rd and
Yeah.
14.
Yep.
You can't do that.
well, like
That's
third
where they get
quarter,
screwed.
they kind of cooled
It's
down
whenever
a little.
freaking TJ Watt, dog, strip sacked him, and then the ball went out of bounds, which sucked, and then it was
Yeah.
3rd and 14, and then
Yeah.
they converted. You can't let that happen.
That's where the team will get screwed. If they continue to let up those just wide open, middle of the field,
yeah,
those
it's
kind
not
of plays.
good. You can't do that. You
Let me
cannot
ask
do
you
that.
a question, though. Do you think that's just because a bust in coverage, like on 3rd down?
Well, again, Joe
or,
Hayden's not playing.
Or do you think it's because it was a good call by the Ravens offense?
It's consistent.
It's
though.
they do
That
it
always
game after
happens,
game
right?
after game, year after year. It's something
Specifically
that they always
on whenever teams are trying to go for game-winning drives, it just seems like everything's free. It's like they play it way too conservative.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. The Ravens only had 1 timeout. At that point, you're trying to get them to waste that timeout on a passing play that stays in bounds. You're trying to keep everything to the outside.
Right, it's a little bit of a
Right.
different scenario
Right.
too.
3rd and 14,
Well,
though,
keep
you
everything
just need
inside,
to.
but you get what
I
I
don't
mean.
know.
So, I mean, first off, that 2-point conversion that the Steelers got, which was an absolute dime by Big Ben to fire.
sir.
Perfect throw. Yeah, people, that looked like an easy pass. It was not. He had to throw it over the linebacker and just perfectly hit Freiermuth in the end zone there. That's not an easy pass. It wasn't as easy as that looked.
Yeah.
But that play was very important. Let's be real for a second.
Yeah, we would've
That was-
lost.
That's very important.
Oh, yeah.
Because they first off, they only would have needed a field goal.
Well, I think if they don't get that, they're more aggressive on defense and they keep trying to go after. You know what I mean?
I mean, probably, but
Because here's the thing. Even if you let up a quick touchdown at the other end, let's say you don't get that,
Yeah.
you still have time to go the other way and
Hey,
score. You know
listen,
what I mean?
no matter how good we did, MVP TJ Watt, 3.5
sir.
sacks.
Yep.
I picked the
Yes.
Ravens to win this game because at the time I didn't think he was playing. I thought he had
Yes.
COVID. He was going to play.
So-
He played and difference maker.
he
Even
played.
on that 2-point conversion that the Ravens didn't get, TJ Watt was in Lamar's face, which I believe played a factor on why he threw that ball so poorly.
Oh yeah.
Boys,
Oh,
you
yeah.
watch that play back right now. You'll see that was going to be.
TJ Watt was
easy-
in his face.
That
and
was
I think it got
good.
Lamar's
He was
head a
wide
little bit, and he
open.
panicked a little bit and just tossed it.
Wide open.
Really, I mean, the offensive line with their run blocking
Hey.
is a little bit frustrating to me.
No holding.
Hold on
penalties.
now.
Hold on now.
Give the offensive line of the Steelers respect.
Yes,
this game.
sir.
I don't think they had a
They
single
were
holding
with
penalty.
a third-string guy. Who was his name? John
at center?
LeGlue.
The glue.
Didn't play at all, and he
Glue, they held
stepped
it all
up,
together.
dude. He did good. Look, the Ravens are the second best team against the run this year.
Yep.
They did
That's
good,
fair.
dude. That game-winning drive, the offensive line, I give complete props this game.
Hey,
It
I'm just
ju-
gonna
it-
say it.
Go ahead, say it.
Najee Harris outran Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and even Benny Snell came in there that final drive. He was
Yeah.
getting 5 to 8 yards.
I mean,
Yeah, that was the first time like
you
a
give that
backup came in.
offensive
and-
line respect this game, dude.
The only issue that I have is with the offensive line. It frustrates me a little bit because I feel like Najee Harris is good enough to have like 100-yard games every single
You're
week.
right, but look,
and
the
I
way
feel like
they
he's
started this
restricted,
year to where they're at. Come on, they had like what? I don't think they had a single holding call all game.
which is great.
Ben
I mean,
got sacked
to
what?
see it.
Maybe once or so. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
I was happy with it yesterday.
Defense also, we kind of held the run game pretty.
yeah, we
which
contained
is like
Lamar
our
Jackson pretty
weakness.
good. I mean, he only had what 54 yards or something like
55.
that.
It was
Didn't
brutal.
expect
he
that.
and Freeman only had 55
Yeah.
yards.
So look, I'm
But-
happy with our
Yeah.
offensive.
I mean,
I'm cool with that.
Not only TJ Watt, but we had 7 sacks. 7 sacks.
That's a
dude.
lot.
TJ Watt
That's
has
saying a
16
lot.
sacks, which is tied with James Harrison for
16
most
and
in
a
franchise
half.
history
Or
in a
is it-
single
is it
season.
16
Just
and a half?
16
He's
even.
gonna break it.
Oh, he's
Wow.
yeah, he has
I
like
mean-
5. He has so many games a day. He better break it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is crazy, bro. He missed 2
Can he
weeks.
still get Defensive Player of the Year? He missed 2 games.
I mean,
Oh,
he's leading
dude,
sacks. Of
like-
course he can.
Yeah,
If
right.
they don't give it
And
to him,
tackles.
It depends what
Lots.
Myles Garrett did this week. We were at this game, so we didn't really like watch the Browns
Myles
game.
Garrett only has 14.
Well, all right. Well, I mean, everybody like he was the number one like
Yeah.
consensus Pro Bowler like in voting like whenever the Pro Bowl voting opened. So
oh, but
I
Myles
mean-
Myles Garrett also has played more games and has less
That's
sacks.
the
Right,
other
I
thing.
know, you're
and that's
right.
gonna
And he's
factor
missed
into
2
this.
games. And then that game against the Chargers, he didn't do anything either. That game he came back. So it's like 3 games almost. He didn't do crap.
that's true. That's good. That's good for TJ
Yeah.
Watt.
But
You
also,
can't
Big
complain about
Ben, 51 game-winning drives now, which is tied with Tom Brady.
that. Wow.
Really?
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Tom Brady has 51,
Hey.
Drew Brees 53, and Peyton Manning 54.
Hey, let's go for that record.
Give Ben some dang respect
he's not
for the
gonna get the
love
record,
of
but-
God.
Honestly.
No, he's
I mean,
not, but
here's
just
the
give the
thing.
guy respect, man. I understand his arm ain't there anymore as it was, but he still gets it done. I mean,
A kind of a sad note though. That was the last time we will probably see Big Ben play.
yeah, probably.
person.
And that had me very emotional all day yesterday. And that game was emotional. And I almost teared up at the end of that game. We stayed there. The game was over, and we just kind of all just stood there for a bit. We didn't
Yeah.
leave right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, whenever he means last time we're gonna see Big Ben, he means like in
In person.
In
by the way.
person, like
I
going
meant,
to
yeah,
the
in person.
stadium,
Right.
watching him in person. Like this
Yeah.
probably could be his last season.
Tell you what,
Well,
we
he-
watched him pull off greatness though.
He
dude.
did.
That's a good last
I could
one to
not
watch.
ask
All
for
right,
a
that's good
better
one to
last game I
watch.
see him play against the
Yeah.
Ravens. He balled out. I mean, what more could you ask for?
2 other people I want to mention real quick. Amazing game from Deontay Johnson. Came
Yes,
back
sir.
from the drop
Yep,
in the end zone
hurt.
that he had
Oh,
early.
that
To
hurt.
get 2 more.
Because
in the
that
third
was a
quarter.
dime from Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Not an easy catch by any
Oh.
means.
But it was in his hands.
He could have had a 3
Look,
touchdown day, my
the
guys.
skill level of Deontay Johnson, you got to catch that.
Which
Got to
Yeah.
catch that. It was in
I
his
mean,
But he
hands.
made up for it.
right.
He
Yeah.
did.
I'm also going to throw Akilo Witherspoon's name out there. He was playing instead of James Pierre on the field. James Pierre, I mean, he had his pads on and whatnot, just didn't come out. Now, granted, it's versus the Ravens. They don't have the best wide receivers.
Yeah,
but
look
from
what the
whenever I
Bengals
seen,
did. I mean, I know they're better
Right.
receivers, but Jesus.
I mean, I'm surprised how long it took Witherspoon to come in because they signed him earlier in the year and they haven't played him at all. And he came in and I thought he had a pretty solid game. He's a really good tackler and he did fairly decent on the outside. I don't know. I was really impressed with him and I hope that he gets more time to play.
Yeah.
So pretty much now the stand-ins, how it looks. Steelers.
In first.
Well,
No.
So for a wild card spot, that's pretty much what we're looking for at this point. Well, I mean, you never know. Miracles happen. But they're in the 8th seed, so they're one game out of a playoff spot. The Bengals are one game ahead. They're in the 7th seed.
Here's the thing, though.
And the Chargers are 7-5. Bengals are 7-5. Bills are 7-4. It's tight.
it's tight.
Wow.
Here's
Wait,
the
what's
thing.
the Steelers record?
6-5-1.
Oh, okay.
Which is where this half a game against the Lions could really play a factor.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Bengals have been very inconsistent.
Yeah.
The only problem, Frank, they beat us twice,
Yep.
Hold
which
on.
is a massive issue.
Hold on.
Hold on now.
Hold on now.
But
Yeah.
here's the important thing. We beat the Ravens once.
No,
but here's
so
what
you're
I'm
expecting
let
the
me
Ravens?
actually say what I was going to say. Okay, here's the thing. There's still a chance we could win this division. There
Whoa,
is.
well, that's aggressive.
Here's the thing. The Bengals have been inconsistent. It doesn't matter if they beat us twice if they don't have if they don't at least have the same record as us.
True.
It is tight.
And two, if this game didn't expose the Ravens for the frauds they are, I don't know
Nice.
what will.
I
And
mean, there
that's
was
not to
that-
say the Steelers didn't beat them.
There was that Miami game, that freaking. All you had to do is blitz Lamar and call it
Yeah.
a day.
After this game was the first time I've heard all season where people
heard
would
it.
finally
Heard.
like. I
You heard
guess
it?
I heard it.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
but
you
wow. Sorry.
Let me say that, please. This week was the first time that I heard people dogging on the Ravens a little bit. Bro,
Good.
we've been preaching about that for a freaking fat minute.
Oh, you have.
Okay, sorry.
I mean, I agree with them. I mean, they've been getting barely out of games. It's
every single one of their games, like their point differential rate now has to be like dead even almost.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man.
Well, like I said, the Ravens are 8-4, Bengals 7-5. Then we're in third at 6-5-1, and Browns are 6-6. So that stupid half game, we should be 7-5 or not. Every game is like a playoff game, in my opinion, here on out.
Right.
I mean, we play the Vikings on Thursday. We got to beat them. The schedule does not get easy. The Vikings are probably one of the easier opponents that we play.
What does the Bengals schedule look like? Who do they play?
They got San Francisco this week.
oh,
That's
let's
a
go
good game. That's a good
Niners.
game.
Let's go. That's such a
They
good
got
game.
the Broncos. I mean,
You never
Broncos
know.
ain't
Never
no
know.
pushover. They got the Ravens.
Okay.
They got the Chiefs. And they
Oh,
got the
wow.
Browns to end it. So
They have a pretty tough schedule.
it's tough. That's what,
We could get second.
Right. I mean, like
look,
we
anything could right now. It's up in the air.
Hon-
Anything can happen right now.
Honestly, what's the Ravens schedule?
It's pretty tough,
I'll
too.
say it in a second here.
It's pretty tough.
Back to what we were saying about the Ravens in their
stop,
game.
yeah.
In their games that they've won,
Wow.
they've had only 2 wins that were by more than 1 score.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
that's
yeah.
every game's come to like a last
like
drive or
the
something.
last
for them.
drive,
Which, I mean,
that's-
props to them for getting it done. But man,
But they get the Browns next week, Packers,
Oh,
Bengals,
dang.
Rams, and then us to end the
dude,
season.
that last game of the season.
That
against us.
the division
insane.
could come down to that game.
That could come.
So-
wow.
Even a wild card spot could come
That
down to
8-4
that game.
record
I mean,
ain't
that
look-
game can matter big time.
Is it confirmed that Marlon Humphrey's out for the
He's
year?
out for the
Yeah,
year.
he is.
So
out
that's
for
a
the year.
huge injury right there.
Holy
Did we
cow.
even- go
That
ahead.
could be the I believe they said year because season would be,
Okay.
you know, it's the wording of it, but
Right, season, you're saying maybe
it's a
comes back for
shoulder, so
playoffs.
I'm pretty sure he tore something.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
huge.
Like I said,
That's
the
one of their
issue
best
is that
defensive
the
players
like
lost.
wild card wise, the Bengals are above us and the Chargers are above us, and we lost to all of them. That's the thing.
Are the
that-
Chargers in the playoffs right now?
Yep.
They are.
They're on
But
the
that's
6th
only
seed.
because they won yesterday.
Oh, dude, I don't know. After hearing that, there's definitely like
Hey,
There's hope.
there's hope. There is hope.
Look, there's games like against the Bengals where I overreact and I say they're done because I was so frustrated. But then they do this against
Yeah,
the
I
Ravens,
remember.
and
I
I'm like,
remember that, Joe. I remember
remember
that.
that.
So we back on like maybe a playoff push, maybe.
I
mean,
think
it's
we
maybe it's
are.
not the most
if they
likely
can be
thing.
consistent. Because like I said before
Yeah,
this game,
true.
the way they played against the Chargers, Bengals, and Lions were just like back to back. It was just like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
But then they do that, and I'm like, because the thing is, this is against the Ravens. It's emotional. We put everything we can into it. So could we do that against a team like the Vikings in the
Right.
NFC?
I-
We don't care that much about.
I honestly think our chances of going to the playoffs doesn't depend on us being good, but the other teams being bad.
Yeah,
If
but like,
the
like as
Bengals
the
and
Steelers,
Ravens
Yeah.
do
Yep.
not good against their following games, and we just do all right.
we just
you know?
do us.
We do us. I think we could
Right.
come out.
That's the one thing. Like, I'm not trying to focus on
In the
what
playoffs.
all these other teams are going to do right now. I'm just hoping the Steelers can come in. It's a Thursday game coming off of the biggest win of the season.
Yep.
You're playing the Vikings, who just lost to the worst team
Yep.
in the NFL.
Don't have Dalvin
Most-
Cook.
This is
letdown
one that you
game.
guys got to get. You
Yeah.
got to get. Are they the Steelers are an underdog coming into
They
that,
are
aren't
an
they?
underdog,
The Steelers
but-
are a 3-point underdog
Yeah.
going into Minnesota.
But that could change. That could easily change. We still don't know if Minnesota's going to have Dalvin Cook, which they probably won't.
They probably won't.
They're not going to have Adam Thielen, I don't think, either.
Yeah, he got
'Cause
what,
he got
ankle?
hurt
I think it was his
yesterday,
ankle.
I was going to
so-
say, I hate how the Steelers match up
I was gonna say Justin Jefferson
against Jefferson and Thielen if he was
The
playing.
week
That's
after that, I think we get another break. We get the Derrick Henry-less Titans without A.J. Brown and possibly without Julio Jones.
which would be so
But like I
nice.
said, without, I mean, the Steelers,
If-
you just never know. But hey, all I gotta say is with TJ Watt in the lineup, we have a chance against anybody.
I think our magic
Yeah.
number is 4. If we win 4 out of 5,
That's a huge.
That's a huge thing to ask for. But
if
that,
we get, I think.
I mean,
we
what if
win
they get
4 out of
3? There's
5,
a chance if they get 3.
I say we get 3, we have a chance at the wild card.
at
But if
with
at
a little bit of help, but with 4, I think we win the division.
dang, that Ravens game is gonna be something.
That's gonna be the
Minimum
biggest
3.
game of the year.
Holy crap!
Minimum 3. If they lose this game to the Vikings,
I think we're in trouble.
massive trouble.
That's
Oh,
when
yeah.
we start relying
Massive
on every
trouble.
other team to lose.
Part
Yep.
of
That's when we
me,
start relying on that.
in my heart of hearts right now, feels like we could steal a game against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We could
I mean,
again the way
Chiefs aren't
like
what
I
they
said,
were last year.
if they can pressure the quarterback with TJ Watt, anything can happen.
Force turnovers.
Yep.
Hey, we'll
Yeah.
see, man. We'll
Oh.
It's a long
It's
second
tough.
half of the season ahead of us here.
Tough.
see. Hey, Steelers fans, we are still alive.
We are live.
Sure.
Coming off the game of the year for us.
Yep.
I mean, there wasn't a game that was as good as this one this year, was there?
We got to. I mean, we were at it. The emotions.
I don't
That was
know,
probably
dude. It
that was probably the best game I've ever been to.
right.
I mean, the quickest roller coaster of emotions because as soon as Lamar let that ball go to Andrews, I thought
Our
he had him, we
hearts
lost,
sank,
and then I
they
seen the ball hit the
just-
ground, and I was like, "Hold on."
Oh man, it was amazing.
That
It was
was awesome.
amazing. Let us know if you enjoyed it. Let us know if you're ready for this Thursday. Tell us. Are they going to disappoint us? Are they going to come up big like we need them to?
We need you guys
Big
to
boy
come
teams.
on.
Let's go, Lurs. TJ
Lurs.
for Defensive Player of the Year.
Amen.
Let's
me.
get it. See you on the next one.
Peace.
We're out.